Okay, the last thing I want to talk about today, Dakota, is you've been playing Pokemon Violet.
Yes.
I played some amount of hours of Pokemon Scarlet. I don't remember how much. I was just thinking the other day, those games came out November 2022 or around that, right? It was 2022, end of 2022. When are we getting, or not when, what are we wanting from the next mainline Pokemon game? We're not talking Let's Go's, we're not talking spin-offs, the mainline.
Well, I do think we'll be getting it announced this year.
The next mainline?
Because they tend to just drop it.
They do.
They don't ever, there's no like, oh, it might be coming. They tend to just drop. The next big Pokemon announcement, I don't think is going to be the new mainline game. Everybody that I'm seeing is talking that it's going to be a Let's Go Johto, essentially, and it's going to be Togepi, and I've been seeing mock-ups, people saying Let's Go Togepi and Let's Go Wooper. I don't know if
It's not. It's not.
It's
but that would
Togepi
be hilarious.
and I can't remember what the other one was.
Togepi and Lugia.
It'll be funny, but I know one of them is that's what people are thinking is probably Let's Go Togepi.
Togepi makes so much sense. Just do that. Like, lock that in if that's not already locked in.
Yeah, that one. I can't remember what the other one was. It was something that I was like, okay, it made more sense than Wooper.
I can't think of anything it would be right now. Yeah, it's hard.
I saw it and I was like, oh, okay, that's good. But I know Let's Go Johto is essentially like the big rumor for Pokemon right now. But we're not talking about.
Well, that's what'll
rumors.
come out first.
Yeah,
for sure.
and then I think later this year, because we get like 2 or 3 Pokemon Directs a year.
We do.
I think probably summer. Again, because the way they did Scarlet and Violet, they literally just were like, and it's coming out. And it was on a Super Bowl. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I think a little different than you, but similar. I think the next Pokemon Direct, we get a big reveal for Let's Go Johto, or whatever it is. And then we get, just the name reveal for the next Pokemon. Not a big reveal. And then the big reveal will be later.
Yeah, they'll talk about it. Yeah, okay, yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah, because they'll definitely talk about, it'll be like Pokemon Poopy and Pee-Pee, I don't know.
So we have to assume that the next mainline Pokemon game, unless something is totally wrong in the world, is on the Switch 2 or whatever the Switch's predecessor is. There's no way after the performance of Scarlet and Violet that they do another one.
That's why we have Let's Go Johto this year.
Yeah, I think so.
So it's the swan song Pokemon game for the current Switch.
By the way, bro, I know you didn't play the Let's Go's and you should, but they are the best running Pokemon games on the Switch. They run beautifully.
I will probably play if it's true. I'll probably play Johto just because I love Johto.
And you get to go back and do Kanto
Johto.
anyway.
Cyndaquil is my favorite starter on the planet, which is weird.
I just can't believe. I know you. We don't need to get into it. It's just they put in characters from the anime in Let's Go. It's so fun. It's
because
so
it's a
cool.
remake of Yellow.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but they. It's so. You're right. It's so good though.
And I'd feel I'm also the kind of person where I'm like, I probably wouldn't feel like this bad with Togepi and the other one, but I'm also the kind of guy where I'm like, I want to keep the one to start with me the whole time. But then you can't evolve the Pikachu or the Eevee.
Oh, what I did is I got Let's Go Pikachu, and then I caught another Pikachu, and then I evolved him.
Disingenuous. That's not the one you start with.
In my brain, it is.
No.
I'm like, let's go Raichu.
I've come around in recent years on this with you. Raichu is absolutely 10 times better than Pikachu.
Yeah, he's cuter than Pikachu.
Aesthetically.
He's better aesthetically. He's way more powerful. He's cuter.
In every way, I think he's better.
Pikachu's more iconic. That's the only way. He's better.
Pikachu's great. I don't get me wrong. I love Pikachu.
I love Pikachu too.
Do you know who's cuter than Pikachu? Pichu.
Well, yeah, because it's smaller and literally cuter.
It's just funny that both of the things surrounding Pikachu are cuter than Pikachu.
I think. I mean, people are gonna disagree with that. But
In Violet, I have a Raichu on my team. Never had a Raichu before.
It's great, right?
I love my Raichu. He knows Thunder Punch.
You got to get that surfing Raichu.
Nah, I'm not a big fan of the Alolan Raichu so much. Aren't they Electric Fairy? And not that matters.
I don't remember what the actual type is.
Typing. I like the original design Raichu.
I try to pretend Alola didn't happen. It's my least favorite Gen. Even compared to the mess that is Gen, what is it, 9?
Don't be dismissive, Cody. It exists. If you don't like it, you don't like it, but it exists in the Pokemon world.
Unfortunately. So we're assuming that the new mainline Pokemon game is on the Switch too. So what do you want from it? Because we got more power for sure.
We gotta have. I want brighter graphics.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Violet. Like, as I'm playing it, yeah, I notice things as I'm looking, but that gameplay is solid. I get it. I get it. It's graphically not there. But that gameplay is solid. The game is fun.
Not just graphically, performance. It's not.
I don't
I
really-
can't walk in a city and it's like 10 frames per second, man.
Just get over it.
It's hard. It's jarring.
I promise it's not that bad.
Dude, I played a lot of Scarlet. Don't get me wrong. I am in complete agreement with you that the gameplay is solid. It is there.
It's so fun. I love it.
So-
I get it. I know. I don't like it either. So that's why I'm saying the new game, Pokemon Poo Poo Pee Pee. That's what I'm saying. Calling it now. The new game, it does need the graphics. I want it to be on par with Sword. I think Sword and Shield are the prettiest on the Switch.
I disagree. I think they're the second prettiest. But I agree.
From what
they're
I've seen of
way
Let's
prettier.
Go, the Sword is more colorful than Let's Go. From what I've seen of Let's Go,
Crazy.
the colors seem muted. That's just what I've seen. I haven't, again.
Get Let's Go on that OLED and you'll be coming in like Cody. It looks incredible. But I do agree with you that Sword and Shield look 100 times better than Scarlet and Violet, which is one of the problems. If Sword and Shield looked worse than Scarlet and Violet, I'd be like, okay, Scarlet and Violet doesn't run well, but look, it looks great. But they don't. Sword and Shield looked great.
I want it to stick with the tall, skinny characters. No more.
I like the tall skinny.
I don't. I'm sorry. Even as a kid, that was part of the reason I didn't really play Pokemon as a little kid, is I don't like sprite characters. I don't.
Oh, that's...
I like them a lot more now. A lot more
Okay.
now. Like, I love Zelda.
I was going to say Zelda,
Love
bro.
Pokemon. It's just... I like... I never was really a big fan of the little sprite people.
So you don't like my favorite Switch Pokemon
This
game,
is Diamond and Pearl.
Diamond and Pearl.
I got used to it.
Yeah, I had to get used to it
Because
too.
it did an interesting thing where you were chibi when you were running around, but
True.
during battles you would get big. So that kind of
It was
balanced it out
cool.
for me. And what I've played, honestly, I got my own Switch now, so I'm probably just gonna go get Diamond because we had to get Pearl because that's what my wife likes.
You got to get Pearl.
No,
You're lucky you got
Dialga.
Pearl. Dialga is lame.
Palkia's lame.
Whatever is lame. No, I'm just kidding. They're both cool.
Giratina.
Let's be real, they're both sick.
Giratina's the
Yeah,
best.
Giratina's sick.
Giratina's dope. Arceus is okay.
Arceus is sick, dude.
I know, or is it Arceus?
It's apparently officially Arceus, but I grew up. It's like 20 years of my life of people calling it Arceus, and
Don't they even
suddenly
say
like,
Arceus
Arceus.
in the anime?
I'm pretty sure they do, but suddenly it's Arceus.
Arceus sounds so cool. It's like very Greek or Roman.
It's godlike.
Yeah.
But okay, technically it needs to be better. The next
Yeah.
one. Do we want to see just an evolution on Scarlet and Violet, or do we want something crazy? Because this is Generation 10. This is the time to go crazy if they're going to, if that's what we want.
I think what they need to do is they need to bring in elements from all the games.
Okay, well, like what?
You're not going to agree with me.
Okay.
I want Mega Evolutions back. Even if we don't have to have new ones. Give us the ones that currently exist. We don't need new ones necessarily, but give us all the ones that currently exist. Every Pokemon needs to be in the game. All
They
of them.
won't be.
They need to. I know it won't be, but like you said, it needs to.
It's too hard. We can't. It's too difficult.
Just take your time.
No, the fans want it right away. We don't have time.
No, we don't. We want you to make your game good. I promise. I promise.
Dakota, I agree with you that I want Mega Evolutions. I want them to take out all the other bullcrap. I don't know why we
No
got...
more terrestrializing.
I think it's cool, but why does it exist when we have Mega Evolutions? Why does whatever...
Gigantamax.
Yeah, why does that
Gigantamax
exist?
was fun.
It's all cool. It's all cool, but...
Z-moves were fun. I liked Z-moves.
C-moves are all right.
You're just saying that because you don't
I
like
don't
the game.
like that
If they were in a
game.
better game, you'd probably like it better.
The one thing I think they did in that game that has carried over and I think was a great addition is once you've already fought a Pokemon once and you've learned their weaknesses, they tell you what if your moves are weak or strong
Is
again.
that how it works?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been kicking myself trying to figure out how it works. Why can't I see this one?
Oh yeah, it's because you've already learned it before. You
Okay.
found it before. That is
That's genius. Okay.
It doesn't. I mean, some people will say, "Oh, that makes it too easy. You don't have to memorize." I don't care about that.
I have to pull up my Pokédex app all the time because I can't memorize the typing advantages.
Yeah, it's too
I mean,
many.
obviously, fire, water, grass. Those are easy.
It's too many typing.
But the other day, I was like, okay, what areas do I have left? I have the psychic gym, and then I have the fairy the raid place, Star Battle. And I have psychic. Psychic is ghost and bug and dark.
Sounds right.
Because I just looked it up last night, and I was like, okay, I have some ghost and I have some dark, but I have like next to no bug types, and that's the number one. Bug is like the best against psychic, I guess.
Weird.
And then I was like, okay, what's good against fairy? I still don't know. I don't remember.
Fairy's good against dragon.
Yes, but I don't remember what's good against. I think it was steel and something else I don't have.
Now, remember when you play Let's Go Johto, you definitely want to get one ice and one fairy because Lance is the
dragon.
Yeah, Lance is the champion in Johto.
Oh yeah.
So be ready for that.
See, that I actually am kind of okay with because I've never fully experienced Johto all the way through. Yeah, I know.
I didn't know that. You've never done the red battle? Oh, I hope we're getting Let's Go Johto now.
Now, see, and I have, I think I have your copy of Heart Gold.
You do?
Yeah, so whenever you want it back, just let me know. But I still do turn it on occasionally.
Finish that.
There's other games. My problem is I'm lazy, and I really, 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 really much. For some people hate this, but I love XP share, and I know you can get it. But when you get XP share in the older DS games, you can only share it between 2 Pokemon. So you have to get multiple XP shares.
I've learned to love it because I hated it at first because it made it too easy. But I learned to love it because now it lets me experiment with Pokemon I would have never used. Like
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'll switch out. We've talked about this before, but the way I play now is I have an entire box, and that box is my party. And I'll switch them out, and I'll decide in my head arbitrarily, this is my level cap for now. And I'll switch them out, and if they reach that cap, it gets switched out, and I bring in somebody I would have never used before.
That's like I said, I got Raichu on my team. I've never had Raichu. I've always had Pikachu. I've never gone out of my way to get a Thunderstone.
Oh,
But the good thing about Violet and Scarlet is she's just fine.
Yeah.
Stones everywhere.
So is the next Pokemon game following Scarlet and Violet's footsteps? I mean, I think it should in its open worldness. I think that was the good thing.
I think we need to bring in elements. I don't know what elements they would be. I think we need to bring in elements from every game.
Okay. I think we need more Tears of the Kingdom influence on it.
Yes. I think it was the right direction.
I think it was the right direction too. I think there was just too many technical limitations. I think Scarlet and Violet are completely the right direction.
Never, ever, ever take away gym and Pokemon battles in a mainline game. Ever.
Gen 7, right? They took away gyms in Gen 7. Trials.
Oh, that's Scarlet Violet. Yeah, that was Gen 7.
No,
right.
that's Moon, Sun and Moon.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sun and Moon.
Yeah.
Sun and Moon.
Yeah, I don't like that. I wasn't cool for one time, but I want gyms.
Yeah, no, I definitely prefer gym battles to the trials.
Things I want fixed really quickly, moving on, other than technical stuff. I want the insides of buildings back. One of my favorite things is going to a new town, breaking into people's houses, looking around, talking to them, seeing all their stuff.
You can't do that in Violet, can you?
No, you can't go in people's houses. There's a few houses you can enter, few buildings. It's very rare. Mostly everything's outside. The other thing I want back is I want gyms to be different. Every single gym you go in Scarlet and Violet, the building, the layout is the same. And then you do some kind of trial.
I hate the trials. It's just like, let me do the gym. Please. Yeah. It's just prolonging, and it's always stupid, and it's easy, and it takes 10 minutes, and I'm
The other thing I want back is I I think the best thing that Sword and Shield did is their gyms. If we can make the gyms like that again,
With the big stadiums,
it's
that was
so
cool.
sick.
It's really cool. I love that.
It made it so exciting.
It made it feel like all the world is watching. Yeah, because it would just put it on such a grand stage.
Honestly, I hate the hate that Sword and Shield get. I don't get it. I think it did so many things right.
I think it did a lot of things right. I mean, I get people complaining about it being handholdy.
Well, yeah, but they all are recently. I
Mm-hmm.
think Scarlet and Violet is the first one that's moved a little bit away from it. Thank God. But if you take away the handholdiness, it's such a good game.
It really is.
There's so many
it's
good
got
ideas.
So many good Pokemon in that game, dude. And Zamazenta and Zacian, they're cool. Wolf, Shield Wolf, Sword Wolf. Oh,
And the poison electric guy. What was his
yes,
name?
Toxtricity.
Yes, Toxtricity. I
He's
love
so
him, dude.
cool. He's one of my favorites now. And Poison Electric, that's a good typing.
Yeah. So what do you guys want from the next Pokemon game? And also, really quickly, there's one big thing we didn't mention. Do you think this is coming this year or not? We've got the next mainline. We've got the next Let's Go. Are we getting Gen 5 remakes this year, next year, ever? Is it happening?
I think it's going to happen. I mean,
They've been hinting at something with Gen 5 recently.
I think
but
I think that's something I think they announced later this year. I think they get people hyped. Or
I feel like it's next year.
yeah. Well, because this year since they're leaning towards Let's Go is what it seems like. And I could be wrong. It might be the opposite. Maybe it's the opposite. Maybe
Could
they're
be.
doing Gen 5 but from what I'm seeing, looks like Let's Go is going to come this year and that'll be their remake. And I think what they've tried to do recently is a Pokemon every year, if you've noticed.
Oh, they've been doing that for years. Yeah.
I just put it together in like 2020.
Really? They've been
Yeah.
doing it for a while. Man.
But because a lot of it was like Detective Pikachu
Yeah.
and stuff I wasn't paying attention to.
Mm.
Not that they're bad, I just wasn't paying attention to them. But, so for me, I noticed it when they did Arceus.
Yeah.
Because they did Arceus, and then that same year they also had Diamond Pearl.
Same year.
And then and then right after that, they announced just a few months after Arceus came out, they announced Scarlet Violet.
Hmm.
And then I don't think we had a Pokemon game last year, unless you count Detective Pikachu.
We didn't have any mainline ones, which was weird.
So I think
Which is great. They're taking
Yeah.
the time off, hopefully, making something cool.
so. Yeah, we get Let's Go. I think.
Oh,
I think they're gonna start slowly remaking them all again. Personally,
Dakota, what about... Oh, we really need to wrap it up.
Yeah.
But really quickly, what about the next Legends game? Are we getting another Legends game?
I hope so. But you better put some gym battles or trainer battles or something in there.
I agree.
That's-
People love that game, but I got a little bored. I think it's the right direction. Honestly, I like it direction-wise. I like it better than Scarlet and Violet.
That's what I've heard.
But add some more stuff.
Like the thing I've heard is it's kind of like the Pokemon Snap, because those came out around the same time.
I love new Pokemon Snap
it's so
too.
fun. But Pokemon Snap does this thing where it's in the original game. It's you take a picture. Okay, well, go take some more. Okay. Well, now here's a new area.
Hmm.
Okay, well, take a picture. And then it's like the new one starts getting specific. They're like, I want you to take a picture of this Pokemon doing this thing.
Yeah, it gets really specific.
You have to get a picture of a Magikarp doing this thing if you want to get the next level, and you have to take like 90 pictures of each Pokemon before you can move on.
It's actually why I stopped playing it. I was like,
Same.
can I get another area, dude? Like, I don't care about getting these specific pictures. I'm just having fun. I'm just going through and seeing the cool world you made.
And I haven't played Arceus, but I've heard that Arceus has a similar thing where it's like, catch this Pokemon, but now catch it while it's pooping. Now,
I mean, Arceus is great. The idea of like, I don't know, it did really cool stuff. It did some really cool stuff. But
for me, when you take away any kind of battles, because that's my favorite part of like doing Pokemon.
I mean, you battle in Arceus.
The Pokemon you catch, I want
Yeah.
trainer battles.
You're right.
I honestly, I almost never, unless I'm trying to catch the Pokemon, I almost never battle Pokemon.
What? Really?
I mean, unless I'm trying to catch it. Yeah, I don't grind.
You're grinding. I
grind
guess you
with
don't need to grind now because you have experience share.
You have experience share, and you have the raid battles, which get you
Right.
XP candies.
Right.
So and so I just trainer raid. And if I want a Pokemon, like say like, oh, there's a Wooper over there. I need a Wooper because it'll be good for the gym I'm doing. I don't know. I've just picked a Pokemon.
So wait, let me ask you something then.
All right.
We really need to wrap it up. This is got to be the last point.
Right.
Why are you so against Let's Go then? Because you just admitted, other than with catching, you skip train. Or
Because I didn't realize in Let's Go there were trainer battles. I thought it was only gym battles.
there's so many trainer battles. It's like endless trainer battles in that
Okay, so
game.
that's fine then. That's fine. See, I
Okay.
like doing trainer battles because I like to level up in Pokemon.
So you thought they just took yellow and removed the trainer battles?
Yeah,
How would that work?
I thought it was just like
Just catching?
Pokemon Go and just catching them. Yeah, I thought it was just.
Oh
pulling
man,
around
you
and
didn't
catching
look
them.
into it enough at all.
Well, I got. I just because I think the other thing was I was like, I'm also a little over Gen 1. I know we kind of touched on this earlier.
I get it.
But I'm just kind of over Gen 1.
But they made it good again. They made it great again.
Make Ho and
Johto?
Kanto.
Oh, Kanto. Yeah.
Kanto great again.
Yeah. All right, guys, we got to wrap it up. We've gone over a little bit. This was a fun conversation. Hopefully, some of the stuff we talked about today is going to get announced soon. We've got stuff
Yeah.
coming up. Fiscal years are ending. It's my recommendation this week. I'm going to recommend... I've got sitting right in front of me House of Leaves, but I don't recommend this book to many people. So instead, something that I think everyone could find something to love in is Spy Family. I think no matter what kind of anime you like, there's something there for you. At least give it a shot. Maybe you won't like it, but I bet you'll like it. It's very fun and enjoyable.
I like the first 2 episodes so far. Probably going to watch more today.
I'm hooked. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay nerdy.
Stay nerdy.